I'm gonna introduce to y'all that don't know my man's right here. He go by Sean from NVY. He gonna explain what that means. You know what I mean? He got his own clothing line. You know, he do music and make beats. You know what I mean? We from Virginia. You know, there's a lot of MCs out here. He's a talented MC as well. So, you know, I'm just giving my boys flowers, man. You know, where we come from, you know, the city, it's a lot of talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talent. So, you know, and I feel like he's one of the best though with it, you know. So I'll let him take the floor and tell you more about his history, you know, and how you started out with the music. You know, if you want to start out with that, like, or your background, whatever you want people to know, you know.
And then, you know, it's so crazy because when you were saying Shawn from Envy, you actually said it right. Then you went and said Envy. Well, I was like,
Envy, yeah, Shawn from Envy, yeah. It's more of it's how it look, you know. Sometimes how something look and how it. So you know,
I get that all the time. People, you know, cause they just, I guess, because it's 3 capital letters, and they just break it into letters instead of, you know. I'd be laughing when people do it, so it's kind of funny to me.
It kind of flow better though, like you said, Shawn from Envy. It kind of flow like even the way you got your IG name set up. So you know, y'all go follow him too, man. You know.
Yeah.
And then you can tell them about your Well, I just let you start how you want to start with
I don't know music, man. Like you know, I got a long story with music, man.
Yeah, well, you know, we got time, bro. We got time. You can. However you want to chop it up.
How I started in music. Well, I really give you the short form. I give you the short story. Long story short, I started out as a poem writer, a poet. I wouldn't even want to say a poet because I ain't really get too deep in poetry, but I knew how to write poetry. I was always, you know, into words and, you know, rhyming words and just stuff like that, just writing in general. Which is kind of crazy because I like to write, but I don't like to read, which is, you know what I'm saying? Like it's real odd to not like to read, but love to write. So I don't know. That's just kind of backwards to me, but that's kind of how I started out. But musically wise, I started out making beats first. I had a couple homeboys who made music, or they didn't really make music at the time. They rap, you know, freestyled or whatever. So I used to, you know, make beats at my homeboy crib, one of my old friends. I remember taking story for, you know, we got into it. You know,
Hey, look, you can shout them out. You can just tell the story how it is. Or, you know, it's up to you. You know what I mean? You know, we all know each other, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big up to you know. I know who you talking about. Big up to the fellas. You know,
I ain't gonna shout them out, but I will say it ain't no.
Yeah,
no animosity, no beef. You know, we squared that out a long time ago. But
because sometimes when you tell the story, sometimes telling the story is just about the story. It ain't really about, you know what I mean?
Right. The people
about
don't matter.
Individuals, but
the people don't matter. I don't even want. The people don't matter. But yeah, so you know, me and a guy who I consider my brother. Kind of got into it, and it went from me making beats to getting dissed on a instrumental. Him and a few other guys. We was in high school at the time. At this time, I didn't rap. I still made beats. I didn't rap. I didn't try to rap. None of that kind of stuff. But you know, when you got something going around school and you know, it's bringing us attention, it came to a point where, okay, well, what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. And even though I wanted to fight, to be honest, I ain't never tell you that part. I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight. I was looking for the nigga.
That was just a natural. So it must have been pretty good then, huh? You feel like it kind of, because I tell people this.
I don't even think, I wouldn't say it was good. I would say this, okay? I'm gonna be totally honest with you, because if it was a harsh diss, I'll be honest and say it. But it wasn't too bad. But I think for the most part, it was, at the time, it was like, you put my whole government name in it. You mentioned my family.
Oh, it's too personal.
But yeah, it won't like. Yeah, no, but it wasn't like you mentioned no. I ain't got no dirt on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I could see if it was something like, well, I shitted on myself in 7th grade or something. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. I could see if you said something like you fucked my girlfriend or something. Nah, it was just insults for the most part. But it was like, for one, my government, I never really, at that time, I didn't really care for my first.
I'm still like that, bro. I'm still like that. You know what I mean? I understand that totally. Like,
and the whole mention the family thing, that ain't, of course, that never go anybody. You don't want to mention nobody's family, so
yeah.
But it won't that devastating. I guess the thing about it was the fact that niggas had the audacity to.
Yeah, man.
Like it came out of left field, and I didn't know where it came from because it's like normally when you have an issue with somebody, you kind of can feel it brewing up, so you can feel it, y'all tension, like dog. I was literally at your house the day before, like we,
Oh, so you felt like it was kind of, you feel like it was kind of phony then?
Yeah.
Did you feel like it's kind of phony where it came from? God.
So it was like it had like not this nigga, like it got to be another guy, like no, not him, and then the guys who was on the song with him. It was like I ain't never had no issue. I never even had a couple of the guys I didn't even know like that. I didn't even they knew me. So I'm like, I didn't know where that came from, but so it went from there from me making beats and so now it's like, okay, how we were in high school. It was like, okay, somebody say something, okay, you gotta say something bad, like so how you were.
Yeah.
So I went to one of my cousin's houses over the weekend, and like I said, I never rapped before ever, never freestyle, never nothing. So I just did what I knew how to do, and I just put words together. And at this particular time, I didn't even have a rap voice. You got to get your rap vocals.
Yeah,
I ain't even had that. So it was more like I ain't gonna lie, my shit was trash. To be honest with you, my response or whatever was trash. But
you had an expression. You had something you wanted to express, kind of like. I think that's.
Yeah, so it was more like. It was more like instead of rapping, I was more. I ain't gonna say it had rhythm to it, but it was like kind of still how I am today. When it's like I don't really have a like say for example, if you listen to, I know you listen to Nas, you can tell when Nas rapping and you can tell when he talking. Like it's two different. You know what I'm saying? What's tones?
Yeah.
So with me in the beginning, it wasn't that. It was just that I was talking, but it was on rhythm. It had a little bop to it and stuff, but it was like it wasn't. I didn't have to change my whole voice to get on a beat. That didn't come to like years later, and then still to this day, I still don't really change my voice much at all, if anything. So, but anyway,
and not to cut your wisdom. You ever hear old people say that?
What? Wisdom.
yeah. But it's real though, because it's all wisdom.
Yeah.
Talking information is but like you said, having that voice. I done heard so many rappers, bro. Like people that you'll think is real good say that though, and I think it's more of a I know you're a perfectionist, bro. Being around you, we done did tracks together back in the day, and I know with your beats. That perfectionist, I think it's always gonna be there because sometimes I hear my voice, and some other times I hear it. It seems like it's a little different though. You know what I mean? And it's like I like it better when it's, and I think it depends on the type of song. So, like you said, you just starting out. That's your first time. It's kind of like you first get your feet wet. Like you ain't even learned to swim yet, so you just, you know what I mean?
Right. At that point when you first start, especially unless you're trying, because you say you got some people that been around folks that rap, and so they kind of pick up things from them. But like I'm like the first one in my family to do anything musical, like especially write music or record music, and that started for me. And so I ain't really had too many people around me that actually made me rap.
Brought you to that.
Yeah.
So you was more a fan, like first a fan, and then creating stuff on your own, basically, like creating your own.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
It started. The whole. I guess my whole. I guess like infatuation with music came from just listen to radio, listen. My mom do clean up in the morning, got the music blasting, car wash on the weekends, everybody blasting music. It's stuff like the cookouts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in cookouts and blasting music, stuff like that. It kind of got me into music, And then when it actually came down to like just, you know, liking rap, like I can't even tell you my first rap. I wasn't, to be honest, I don't even go back that far as, because some people say, yeah, I've been listening to the Kumo D and V Diddy Kane. I don't go that far back. Like, yeah, my rap probably do start around that era of Big and Tupac and them. It started during that time. So
that's a great era too. That's a great era.
I tell people all the time, like even still my top 5, like, and people be thinking I'm crazy. People used to think I was crazy when I said this, but nowadays it's crazy how things change. But I used to tell people all the time, DMX is my favorite rapper, right? Mm-hmm. Like, but of course, you get that Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, like they there too. Mm-hmm. But it was something like I related more. I can't say I related more off experience, but it was like listening to DMX. It's just like kind of listening to Pac in a way too, because they both they got like a. It's different. I say Jay and Big were, to me, the both of them know like the one, that A2 to DMX and Tupac A1, because it's like with DMX and Tupac, like you kind of got a life story, you got like relatable content, versus when I go listen to Big or Jay, I'm looking for the braggadocious type stuff. So that's like a different
flash. Yeah.
But like
I feel you, because it's more emotion. Right. It's more emotion,
exactly.
Right?
Exactly. It's more emotion and part and DMX in the words. Like I can't say that Jay didn't have emotion in, but like a lot of their early songs I listened to, it was about money and about
just saying how good it was. Like I'm the best.
It was the braggadocious lifestyle versus. And I want to hear something real, I go to the DMX Tupac. So
and that's the deep thing about music and life too, is all of those aspects of life.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes you want to talk your shit, you know what I mean? Sometimes and sometimes you want to get deep with something. So,
So a lot of when I was writing, I would probably, emotional wise, I probably would now I ain't saying as far as rap style, like sound like them, but just off of what they talked about, like I would probably tap into more of DMX emotionally wise, and then Big far as like bragging type stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was my two, and I always kept Parker the J down at the next. And I know you're a Tupac fan, so I
I like Pac my number one, bro. Yeah, but that's a good top 4. So would you say that was your top 4? Who would be the 5th one though?
My 5th one, but believe it or not, and I know this this may sound cliche to some, I don't know, but Joe Budden is my favorite rapper.
Oh, well, see, you know about lyrics, bro. Anybody know about Joe Budden? They know about. I was just telling somebody today. I seen this lady I know. I was telling her, because she's from Jersey, and I didn't know she was from Jersey. So I was telling her she's from Newark, though. That's where Redman and them from.
Right.
And I don't know if Joe Budden's from that part, but I told her, I said Joe is nice. It's just his it's crazy, like his attitude though, and his sometimes it's like that. You can tell. I don't think I want to hang around that dude.
True.
but I love to rap with him though. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about being an artist too. He put a lot of that in his music. That's probably what makes him good in a way too. Yeah. But you can see the like the negativity and all that. So like you said, from an artist standpoint, you got artists like Mace. They just seem like a cool person. You know what I mean? Fabulous. Yeah. But like you said, Joe Budden's gonna give you something different.
And I
know you was into that mood music and all that. Remember the mood music?
When I first got into Joe, I remember I was listening to a mixtape and I heard him freestyling off of freestyling to H to the Izzo. Oh yeah, I was like one. So I was like, and then at this time, like especially this particular time, I was just getting into bad mixtapes from people around the way. So it's like I'm there hearing like the K-Slaves, the all those mixtapes, whatever. So when I heard them, like, yo, now I know this is a Jay-Z beat. I'm still learning about rap. So so I'm a little late with it than most people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially most people in my time, I was a little late. A lot of people who were in the time where I was rapping, like you and a lot of other people.
See, I also think a lot of people was just early with it. You know what I mean?
That could be the case.
You know what I mean? I think because you got people that'll be like, man, I was off the porch at 12 years old. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I wasn't to be honest. You know what I mean? But some people I know they was though. You know what I mean? 11 years old, 10 years old, they was already. They knew more about the world than some grown people do.
And see, I
remember, like 10, 11 years old.
I remember you telling me that y'all used to rap on tape.
Karaoke machine.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I say you're a little more advanced than me. Cause I ain't.
But look, I'm gonna shout out my cousin real quick because I know this ties into your whole, everything. I feel like everything in the universe connected, bro.
Right.
But my cousin Larry Vigilante.
Yeah.
You know Larry.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, and I heard a lot of people giving him props behind the scenes, you know what I mean? So, because like behind people that know the music industry, SI, you know Terrence. I know you know Terrence Shice.
Yeah.
Yeah, SI, they kind of, they was putting on in like 96, bro, 97. They was doing shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know you was real young because I was like 13, 14. So I had that, and he used to bring me Onyx tapes. Remember Onyx? The first Snoop Dogg tape, Doggy Style. That blew my mind because I was a church kid too.
Right.
I was church, so that kind of like, you know what I mean? That kind of blew my mind, man.
I would say Vigilante is one of the first.
He's a pioneer.
Probably one of the first out of y'all circle that I collab with. I would say that. I think I collabed with him. Okay. I collabed with him before me and you collab.
For real? I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, we did it, but it started off first. Me just giving them beats. I gave him a few beats here, rapping. I don't even think we got a song together. I think we just did beats. I think we got one song. Yeah, it's so long time ago. And me and you actually been on songs together, and I've done a song with Shice. And actually, was it the song? Or was it the beat? I know it was a beat, but I don't think I was on the song. I'm trying to think because I was in my production bed for a minute. I was and I was listening to a song that me and him did the other day. I found on Bandcamp. He still got
Shice.
Shice, yeah. Okay. I was trying to find some Vigilante music that I did with him. I couldn't find a lot of stuff.
Probably got some, bro. I send them to you. We be doing that email thing, bro. I definitely send it if I find them because remember I told you that's the technology thing. Now everything like young kids watching this or young people, they ain't gonna understand. Right. We had everything physical. So the good thing about that,
school of beats.
Yeah. So, but the good thing about that is it can never be lost because I found some CDs. Remember I was telling you I found a whole bunch of CDs and I still ain't had a chance to go through all of them. And I heard stuff I ain't heard, not just local music that we made, but like real artists, stuff I ain't heard in years. I'm like, wow, But so I tell people it's good to have something physical too. If you got a hard drive or you know what I'm saying? Because anything that's streamed, that it's a streaming era. But the thing is with that internet stuff, if all that stuff go out, you lost everything, man. You know what I mean? Like, if people don't think I think it's because we come from the era, like, because I'm really from the tape era, bro. Remember we was talking about we used to record on tapes. Right. We had like 2 tape decks. One of them you play the beat on one tape deck, and the other one you record. It's a blank tape. And so this is old school technology. And you think of now, bro, dude was showing me at work. Dude was showing me at work. A dude that I work with, he was showing me he got some kind of app on his phone, right? It make the beats. I think it's AI or something. It make the beats. And he was rapping. He was letting me hear some songs. It sounded like he did it in the studio. Now it ain't. Now see you see to your ear, you'll probably hear the flaws, but to me, it sound better than some stuff I have heard from a real studio. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, like, that just show you how far technology came though. Like,
you can do a lot with your phone nowadays, man.
So he doing all that right on the phone, and back in the day, you had to like go to links. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that same. And the quality was nothing back in the day. You remember that, bro?
Yeah. But you got echoing in the background. But it's crazy. I think back then we won't even worry about the quality. It's just the fact we did it. We did it. We finished it, and we could listen to it. We was cool with that, Like that.
But I'm glad we all took this advice over the years. Even with like people like you. You know what I mean? What's my boy Denzel? My boy Chuck Black. Y'all always tell me about video quality. Cause see, I know y'all more into video. Quran. We was talking about Quran on the last. Gotta get Quran his flowers. He been with with all media. You know, I feel like all of y'all into like y'all do audio, visual. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and nowadays I ain't gonna say nowadays. This is way back. Way back, you had to be able to have all the resources or know how to get all the resources. Nowadays, there's no excuse for you not to have none of the resources. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy today because like lately, in these last few weeks, probably maybe last month or two, I've been trying to really push people into getting into direct to consumer. I've been trying to tell people and give people information on how to not necessarily depend on streaming, your streams to generate money because, just to be honest with you, it's like I say, I always take Spotify for an example because Spotify is the biggest streaming platform today.
Crook.
And
don't you feel like that?
It's so crazy because at once upon a time it was like Apple Music. People who had Apple was like, "Oh, you got Spotify," but then everybody got Spotify.
Yeah.
Any artist you see nowadays breaking records, they always show you Spotify records.
Because it's kind of like, bro, remember back when they had CDs and then they switched to MP3? I remember people that were still hard on CDs. They like, I'm not letting these CDs go. But look, then they start making cars with just the Bluetooth in it. So all those CDs you got, and it was the same with tape. It was the same with tape. So it was like you got to move with the times. Like Spotify's popping, like TikTok now. A lot of people just do TikTok. They do they get their song popping just through TikTok. So if you don't keep up with that, hey, you know what I mean?
It's so crazy because a few years back, not the car I got now. Before I traded my car in, my last car. I had noticed that I was like, yo, I ain't had a CD player in my car in a couple of years, man. Like, what's going on? But we just like silently moved away from CD players.
Yeah, that's how they do. That's how they do, bro.
Once they put the aux connection in your car, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was over with. And now the aux ain't even really. Now a lot of them is just straight to Bluetooth. Right. The newer cars, you know what I mean? They ain't even no aux in it. So it's like
then you got the USBs in the car, so now you can get the
or just wireless,
the CarPlay,
or like straight up wireless.
So that's why I try to tell people, with streaming, it's gonna be something after that too. And if you still stuck on trying to get the most streams, if you still stuck on trying to get the most streams from your song, you'll never see no kind of money on it. Like I say, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. So I'm gonna use Spotify for the example. I posted on my page a couple days ago.
That's all that too.
Spotify pays a third of a penny for a stream, but I dug a little deeper than that because the numbers won't add in right for me. They pay that doesn't start until your stream hits 1,001 plays. Yeah. So it takes you to make. And then let's be honest. I wish people, because the only way we really can grow. Should I say grow as a music community and even just as individual artists? You got to be honest about your analytics. And we as people, I don't know if it's egos or everybody's trying to still be the best.
You know what it is, bro.
We don't.
You know exactly what it is, bro.
Because I posted online. I say,
we all know what it is, bro.
I posted on my Facebook the other day. I say, yo, which one of your songs has 1,000 streams on it? And of course, ain't nobody gonna post, hey, because a lot of folks, even when I go check their music, because I do people music for real, and you can tell when a person don't get 1,000 streams because that little thing will say less than 1,000. Like a couple of my streams got over 1,000, but I ain't gonna say that's a lot of them. It's just and that goes from a little bit. That goes for me putting in some work, putting it everywhere, and whatever the case may be. But so I tell people. So here's the thing. So I tell people this is how you build your fan base anyway. And this may come from me, and people may look at, well, who is this nigga talking? He ain't like that for real. But I try to get people honest, a critique. But it's like, in my opinion, right, to build a fan base, you want to know who are the people that really would support you. So the people that will really support you, they not only gonna buy something from you because you sell it. Because you can always get people who, if you sell them something they're bad, it's because it's you. Won't even listen to it, won't wear your clothes, won't do nothing. I'm just gonna buy all the strength for you, my people. But your real customers are the ones who can constantly come back whenever you sell something. So
yeah,
I look at it as looking in the streaming situation. So when you talk about music and you want to sell a single or album or EP, whatever, and I tell people if you want to gauge where you at with stuff, simply, honestly, just post a single. And I tell people, like, the biggest thing I tell people, go to Bandcamp. Like a lot of people tell you get your own website. Still work on getting your own website too. Like you said earlier, when this area go down and all your stuff is over here, then you out back.
To have it backed up somewhere, you know.
I told you don't call me.
Oh man, yeah.
So, but I tell people, because like me, I work with Bandcamp. I can tell you from personal experience, I have made money with Bandcamp, and you don't have to have a big fan base. All you need is a few people to actually, get into what you or support. Like, actually, if they like your music, they're bad. Now, Bandcamp lets you sell your stuff or whatever. You get to pick the price, or you can set it for a price, and you can let your customer pick whatever the price they want. Like, if I sell a single for $3, I can have it so that if you want to pay more than $3, you're happy to pay whatever you want to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's just so. Everywhere you go is gonna take a percentage of something you get. So the thing is, with Spotify was, when I started getting into doing my research with Spotify, it just was making me feel some kind of way, because Spotify, like, I put my music online through DistroKid, and I pay a certain subscription every year to post unlimited, amount of music. So whatever that price is, I can't remember off the top of my head, whatever that price is, I used to say in my mind, if I can at least make that back,
get it back. Get it back.
All even, right?
So, because if you get it back, then you didn't really. It's nothing lost, nothing gained. At least it ain't no loss, because the loss is where it's hurting. If it's no loss and no gain, it's like, it's like free promotion. It's like free promotion.
So
you know what I'm saying?
If you pay $40 for that subscription and you can't make that $4 back, you shouldn't put your music online. You got a little bit more work you got to do before you can be able to start selling music through streams, right? But see, with streaming, it's like they gonna take, like I said, roughly around 30% of your royalties off the top. And see, these streaming services that you put, the distribution services you put them on, they gonna tell you, hey, you pay this subscription to us, you get to keep 100% of your royalties. Yeah. But they don't tell you it's 100% of what's left from that 30% that they take. So you getting 100% of the 70%, roughly 70% they leave you back. So you telling me I'm gonna get 100%? I'm thinking I'm getting the whole pie. I'm really getting 100% of the 70, because the distribution, the DistroKid already got their $4 from me. And
hey, bro, and people always say you can't take business personal, and I just look at it like, there's nothing you could do about it if you want to deal with this person. But it's still dirty, and I'm still gonna feel a way about it. That's just how I am. That's with any type of business, bro.
Because look, it's their platform.
I give you an example, right? It's some healthcare problems, right? It's some healthcare programs. Okay, so I grew up, I didn't never had healthcare. You know what I mean? Until I got a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I can afford healthcare now. But they got some healthcare, because a lot of people don't read, like you're saying. You read the fine print. They got healthcare. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like, once you pay this much, then we'll help you. Exactly. but the way it's set up is like, we got you, because they're already taking something out of your check every week anyway.
Already.
But it's like, you gotta pay that deductible. That's what it sounds like. What you just, it's like that deductible. It's like, once we get all of this from you, then we'll help you with something. And I'm telling you, it's just foul how it's all set up, bro. That's how a lot of it set up, bro.
I was just saying this the other day. I said, I had to get my windshield replaced the other day, because my something hit it and put a big crack in my window. So the windshield itself was $800 something, but I got the comprehensive coverage, so I had to pay a $400 deductible, right? So I'm in my mind, I say it's a scam, because
it's a scam.
I pay on my
policy. Think about how much they take through the year. Yeah. Think about it. Take way more than through the year. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I paid through my policy already over the $800 some. So why 100% cover? It's crazy. That's how they get us, though, man. So
it's like, what can you do about it? It's like, their motto, like in this world, this is a lot of business. It ain't just music; it's a lot of business. When you really read it, it's like take it or leave it. That's how it's set up. It's like, well, if you don't want to do it,
you know, it's the government in general. Because look at it like this. So I'm gonna give you another example. You get out here, you work, so you make your money. They tax you up front, right? They tax you in for whatever Social Security. They get all the taxes up front before you even see your money, right? You take your money and you go buy a car. Mm-hmm. You buy a car for money that you already been taxed for, but they're gonna tax you for buying that car. They're gonna tax you again for how many whatever years you use the property tax.
Your property tax too.
Every year they tax you for it.
I always tell people too that rely so heavily on getting their taxes back. I said, do that math. They not giving you nowhere near as much as they took from you. No. People be thinking, man, I got fat. See, me, I'm a person. I don't have no kids, bro. I don't never see them 12 bands and all like some of them girls. They be like, I got 5 kids. I got 10 bands. I'm like, what?
People like
the thing is, they still getting dirt, and it's just people so used to not having nothing. And you know what I mean? That's really, it's the sad part about it. You can't get mad at them, but it's like when you sit back and look at it, it's like, man, that's like somebody taking something from you. It's somebody stealing $20 for you and giving you $6 back, and you, oh, thanks, man. I ain't never had $6 before. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro. Giving you $6 back. That's your evil's fault.
They're gonna give you $6 back, but then say, hey, you owe me $2 for giving you the $6. But so what I try to tell people with the you know the music thing, I try to tell people, like, say for example with like if you go to the direct to consumer route. So let's say with streaming, you gotta get 1,000 plays before you can really make some sense, you know, some coins off. Yeah. And who's to say you get another 1,000 plays, right? So let's say, for example, so you're doing all that hard work trying to get folks to go to your Apple Music or your Spotify title, whatever. Yeah. You can put that same effort and tell them, hey, you know what? Go to my Bandcamp, right? And if you really support me, buy my single for $2-3. Now with Bandcamp, I would say Bandcamp gonna take 10%. But you know what? 10% off of 30% is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah.
So you tell me if I make $100 off whatever, they just gonna keep $10.
Yeah.
I take,
and they upfront with it.
I take that. So I tell people you got a better chance of going and selling your single for say $5 single, right? Yeah. You'll sell your single for $5 and you'll make that $5. They take whatever change or whatever from the 10%. You know how long? Let's just say roughly equal $3.50 that you get to keep. You know how long it take you to make $3.50 through a stream, and you can make that from just one person.
You probably need like what? 10,000 views?
Right. So if you could at least get 10 people, let's say roughly 15 people, to buy your single, or let's just say your mixtape or whatever for $10, right? Mm-hmm. And what's Bandcamp keep 10% of your out of your $10 or whatever. You'll make good money. I mean that's just all 10 people.
Yeah.
Let's say you say next one I'm gonna up it to 50. I'm gonna try to just get 50 people to buy my song for $5. You actually aiming for a number. You got a set price. You're aiming for a number, and whether you hit that 50 or not, even if you hit 5 or 10, you still gonna make more money right then than you would make waiting on streaming services.
And bro, let me just add, right? That's why I tell people I love the technology era though, but I see both sides of it, because you gotta think too. Back in the day, okay, so you know, like locally, right? When I was more into music and stuff, you know, I always be a fan, you know that. But as far as like active people that know me, I haven't really been active. I do something here and there when I feel like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like I told people, my view is different, and a lot of people look at it like a business. And I understand, you know, it's an art form for me. I love the art form of it, you know what I mean? But you know, the business side of it, okay, even when we used to make CDs, right? So you could buy the CDs for $10 for like, remember back in the day, 50 CDs, blank CDs. You could record it, right? Whatever your studio time costs, whatever you pay for the beats, you burn your own CDs on your laptop or computer, and you could go sell them for $10.
Yep.
You actually made more profit doing that but it was more hand to hand.
Yeah.
See, this is cat though. It was more how far you gonna go. You gonna go to Carolina, study CDs. You can go to Florida. Right. You got to do a lot more physical work. But think about it though. With the internet, you can record from your house, or even a video like right now. We could do an Instagram video and it could go viral. So it's more reach with that stuff. But like you said, it's way more ways they can just rip you off though. You know what I mean?
So that's the thing. That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Like you take that same mentality of still using technology and stuff, and then you just use technology as like your hand to hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's still a direct thing, but it's still easy access. It's less work for as it's less hand work for as burning CDs, printing covers, and all this stuff. Yeah, cool. Like I say, because you can't beat it. If you go sell a single for $5 and you sell it to 50 people, in 1 month you give yourself 30 days to sell to 50 people, and you make it easy $250, and even still with a $250. They take 10%, so they can take $25 from you. You coming off with $225 off that 1 month.
Yeah.
And you can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
In order to
promote this,
actually, I was trying to find a number. The number that you would need to make $250. The number. You gotta be
famous for it. You gotta be popular. Like you really gotta be popular.
So the number.
You gotta be one of them. Like you gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
So the number of streams you'll need, especially legally, to make $250 from streams will be you gotta at least have 105,000 streams.
And you know what's so dirty about that, man? When people have like 50,000 views, a lot of times on YouTube or something like that, people look at that like that's major. Like, man, what? And then, like you said about numbers, right? Let me talk about this real quick too, bro. Like, I think it's also like. Because, we was talking about the farms. I don't know if it was on the video that never got recorded, remember? They never got, it never worked out. But, so people have these farms where they just got rooms full of phones and laptops and stuff. Just watching that video over and over, run it up. But even with this, bro, I seen stuff like, okay, so I'm gonna end up uploading this to YouTube, So, my thing is not really like a podcast. It's more like a discussion thing. Because I love having discussion. It's interesting, like what we're talking about now. And you get to see people's viewpoints,
Right.
And, but I seen a lot of videos that I just use myself as an example. It'll say like 15 likes, right? But at least 10 people at my job that came up to me and be like, man, I like when you said this. So I know it's not real. And I screenshotted something the other day just to look at it. So in one night I made a little short, like the little shorts on YouTube, like 80 seconds. What is it? 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And I just did like a little, whatever I was talking about at the time. But it said it had 400 and something views. So a lot of times you have like a lot of views, but it don't have like 2 likes or 2 comments.
Right.
But you'll check it the next day, it'll be like 250.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I say I don't know.
But that's the algorithm pushing you to different. Because TikTok do the same thing. Like I could post them on TikTok, and like maybe when I post it, I probably see. If I come back in 5 minutes, it'd be like 15, 20 views. But if I forget about them at work and I come back like when I get off work like 5 hours later, 6 hours later, it'd be like close to 1,000, maybe sometimes. Yeah, I think my highest. I got one on TikTok that is like 30 or 40,000 views or something. Well, so it's like what it is how like now with the videos they do the captions and stuff. So. These apps have these algorithms that basically they can pick up the words that me and you were saying, and they use it to put them in the algorithm of things that's related to those words. So your videos will get pushed on certain avenues, and people will look at it. But the thing that you got to watch when you see that, you get views, but the biggest part of that's why I said the analytics is important. Analytics is always important. The biggest part of your analytics is knowing that you got to look at the section to be like a retention. Like people,
that's what it
is. They watch. Because even me, I got my YouTube reaction channel that I do videos for, and some days I get like 30 views, some days I get 100, some days I get close to 1,000, some days I get over 1,000. But I go to the retention, I go to the audience retention and see how long people watch, and on the good videos, people will watch maybe like 60, 66, 65, 70% of it. Very rarely is a certain maybe 9 or 10% of people that watch to the very end. But I get like maybe 80 to 85% of people will watch maybe the first 2-3 minutes. So those views, even after 30 seconds, your views will count. So people, if you've got 100,000 views, 100,000 people can watch your video for 30 seconds and cut it off and go to the next thing. That don't really mean nothing. It's your attention.
But what I'm talking about, bro, I understand that. What I'm talking about is, do you think they change them numbers sometimes?
YouTube itself?
I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, I see that it'll be higher, and that joint will just be like what happened? Like, you know?
Oh yeah. So it'll be a situation where this is especially with music. This is how I started telling that a lot of rappers that around the way started buying plays, because you on YouTube, let's say YouTube personally, YouTube, you'll get away with it maybe for like the first week, but after a while, YouTube gonna look at it and be like, hey, you ain't got number one video on your page, you ain't got no kind of keywords, punch no keywords, hashtags, or whatever it may be. How you getting this traffic to your page? So they do a little digging, and they when they dig into it, and they look at the areas that your quote unquote plays come from. If it don't look right to where your location is now, they know it's fake plays, so they take those plays away. So that's why some people go from 100,000 back to.
But look, like, you know, bro, you know I'm a straight up person. I don't be cheating. Maybe they think.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I did it one time.
Bro, just like, I think sometimes too what you talk about, because you know my thing, bro, hard talk. You know me in real life. You know how I am. I'm an outspoken person about a lot of times about stuff they don't like. I talk about police brutality, all that stuff. And I think sometimes, man, they might be like, nah, bro. You ain't saying what you want you to say. You ain't looking at it, you know.
I did it one time because I saw this video where a guy was like, you know, for small artists, if you wanna at least make back what you spend on, like say DistroKid, right? He was like, tell your people that, you know, at nighttime when everybody about to go to bed or whatever, tell them to play your song, turn the volume down, and keep the repeat on. It's a little cheat code. So one day I tried to see if it would work, like if it would really count my phone playing something over and over, and it worked. But like you said, it just didn't feel right because it was like, well, I ain't really getting nowhere. I'm getting the plays visual wise.
Yeah, it ain't honest, bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
but it's like
you want 100,000 real views. You want like 100,000 real views, like people that really listen to your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that should be the goal. The goal is for any you know, I don't know if people get offended when I say local rap or whatever, but I like talking about people around my way, so I just say local. Yeah. The goal is for any local rapper who's independent, who ain't got no deals, who ain't really making no money. Your number one goal outside of trying to make the best music you can possibly make, your number one goal should be trying to reach or trying to you want to collect listeners like Infinity Stones. Put it like that. You want to collect listeners. Like you want to be able to. I got this. If you don't get number one new listener a week, you know what I'm saying? You keep that person and you keep communicating. Because I'm gonna be honest, I like when artists come back to me and be like, "Yo, I know you listen to this song. I got another song dropping a week. Would you want to listen to it?" And you gotta. It's basically like I said, you touching the people without having to be in the streets no more. You ain't really got to be going corner to corner, you know.
And that's the great thing. That's the great thing about it. Like you said, it's widespread promotion. But like you said, it's just like you said, the politics of it. Now they can put their hands more into it, like you know, because back when people were.
Then they also
back when people
they got to be able
they couldn't really stop that. You know what I mean? When people was really doing their own thing, they couldn't really. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you know, we did on it. Well, I can't speak for myself. I know other people probably did it on them, maybe thousands level, sold this much. But you got people like Slim Thug. Remember in Houston? They say he sold $1 million out of his trunk, bro.
I believe it.
You know, what was the guys on UGK?
Yeah. Because I believe that because for one, in those areas, Houston, even Atlanta, even now, like it's their culture. Their culture is to sell trunk to trunk. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really have that in Virginia where you really see people selling out their trunk for real. You know what I'm saying?
And it's also, I think, the culture of the like in California, right? When I went out there, you know, I was living out there years ago, and I've been back about 9 years. but people still listen to Snoop. They still listen to Pop. They listen to like DJ Mustard and Game and, you know, Kendrick, Nipsey. But they still, so it's like that California pride.
Yeah.
Like E40, you know, he always going to be a stamp out there. And I think Houston probably, because you've been out there before, you know, they ride them on slabs. They call them slabs, like old cars, candy paint. So like you said, it's that culture where they could just go around and, you know, but they probably wasn't known worldwide unless they had videos and, you know what I mean? Like something amazing.
Even still with the videos, because, you know, that, like I said earlier, you know, you gotta, even back then, you had to have all the things that you needed. You had to have, and that's kind of how I got into doing so many different things, because it was like I didn't have the money to keep going to record my videos. So you know what? Let me just save my money at my own camera. Let me save my money up at my own microphone to record myself, stuff like that. So it wasn't to take away money from a possible producer producing me. It just I know I wouldn't have the money on a regular to keep going.
So you was self-made. You know what I mean? I know you had. Did you have an album called that Self-Made? Or
I got a little show I'm doing. I'm actually it's crazy because I just put them up.
And you promote all that too. You know, because I know you got your hands in a lot of, you know, like music, clothing. You know, you can get into all that too. You know, and however you want to.
And speaking of clothing, and I'm not. This is not about Bandcamp ad, by the way, but it's just that Bandcamp is a resource.
Look, you giving people free game and you giving them positivity. And look, real quick for you, the next thing you go to. I was watching something yesterday. It's crazy how, like I say, everything connected, bro. Because exactly what you saying about Bandcamp. You ever looked into Vimeo?
Yeah.
Now this is some major dude because he was on. You ever watch Big Bang podcast? They used to do music
clips before, yeah.
Yeah. Big Bang. They used to do music with a dude named Alley Boy, Duct Tape Entertainment. I don't know if they in Atlanta yet. So it was pretty amazing. You know, they was with Shorty Low and all of them. So you know, they was interviewing this older dude. I could tell they probably I never heard. I can't think of his name, but he was one of the major dudes they said back in the day in Atlanta. And he was saying, "Why go to Tubi?" He said, even though you see so many independent people doing that, he was saying it's basically the same deal that Spotify getting people. I'm not going to say it's the exact same numbers, but he was like, and then remember me and you was talking about this to find out that I thought that was black owned, bro. Is much better shit they got there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking that was like,
and I don't even know we spoke too deep on it because it was like they owned by a white guy who once before used black people to build his company, and then once that company got popular or whatever, he kind of got rid of the black folks, brought the white folks in and did do shows. And that's all they're doing, you know, is a company, is the same thing all over again. You see an avenue where black folks is kind of taking advantage of it, and they build his platform for it. It's free. They freely promoting his content.
He's smart because he don't put his face on nothing. You would think it's a ghetto black person on that deal.
But you know, that's so smart because they advertise. You know what I mean? That's smart because, in a sense, like I'm gonna say a prime example. When I first started making my clothing or whatever, and I'm gonna use my clothing for example. So when I first started doing my clothing line, like over 10 years ago, like when I first started, I was just learning about it, and I'm not really out here like that for real. So my thing was, I know I ain't really got too many people that like me, because some people, and I ain't one of them people say I got a lot of haters, but I know when folks kind of like
we all have people ain't gonna agree with you and all that, right. You know.
So I didn't want to put my face on anything that I did, and that's kind of the reason why I didn't really do too much. I didn't really get into music videos. I'm like, I didn't want to put my face on too much stuff because it was like I know it's a group of folks that just don't really care too much for me, and I wanted to be one of those things where you like it because you hear it or you see it without me being attached to it.
Hey, bro, as far as like branding too, right? Without branding with your face, with your, you know. I was thinking about this, right? You know, The Rock, right? Because you know my mom's Samoan, so they support everything The Rock do. Because you know he's like me, he's black and Samoan. You know, his mom is Samoan, his daddy black. So he had an energy drink called Teo or something like that. You ever seen it before?
T-A-O.
Zoa. Z-O-A, Zoa. Yeah, I got it. mixed up with his T. The T called Tate. I can't think of it, but it's called Zoa. But did you notice he used to have his signature on the back? He used to have all this. So I was thinking, did he sell that company? Because now it just says ZOA, and it don't really say nothing about the rock on it anymore. But like you said, maybe it's also a way he don't want people to buy it just because it's him. Maybe he want to say like, I just want you to like this off the strength of the product,
right.
you know?
Right. And it could be because that's what a lot of people like. A lot of people I even know because like I said with the show I'm working on, the self-made show I'm working on. I have talked to people to get them on, and like the conversations I would have with people. A lot of times it be that a lot of folks say they don't want to really get out there because they think that people see what they're doing. The folks will shoot them down or whatever. But I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I used to be like that, but also at the end of the day, I had to learn to, it's all you're doing is, one, is holding yourself back, and then two, you don't know for sure. You really don't know. Because just as well as there is folks out here who don't want to see you doing good, there's probably twice 10 as many people that want to see you doing good. So, and your biggest supporters are going to be strangers anyway. So,
people that don't even know you,
So, nice way to get out there.
I was gonna make a video about this. I'll probably make it the next video that I make. Hard Talk after this discussion thing we got going on. He was at work talking about the comparison thing. Don't you think that's really what it is? I think a lot of times, it's easy for somebody that don't know you to show you love because they didn't see what you went through. They didn't, you know what I mean? They didn't see, and you didn't see what they went through. So they can look at you like, oh man, this dude doing good. But I think because people compare each other so much, I try not to compare myself to nobody, man. You know what I mean? But because it's like, I used to say that everybody's path is different. Everybody's history is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and everybody's approach to things is different. So you're never gonna be able to do exactly what the next person do, or they're never gonna be able to do what you do. But I think when somebody see you, they'll be like, damn, I came from the same place as this man, and now he think he better than me. You know what I mean?
I used to get that a lot because when I used to rap, I used to always say stuff like,
But what's crazy? Somebody that never seen you before, you could walk in with platinum chains on. They'd be like, oh, he doing his thing. Ain't that crazy?
But to be totally real with you, that's the reaction I get, and it's so crazy. And I hate to say it like that, but a lot of times,
it's like people that know you, they're gonna say, why I don't have gold chains on? Why I don't have platinum chains on? Why I don't have a music? Why my music or my podcast ain't popping like this person?
When I do show up a lot of times, I get the look from people that be like, it's weird to me because I'm a humble guy, I'm real chill, but I be getting those looks from people that be like, damn, who was that? Like as if I'm more than what I am, and I'm like, nah, I'm like, y'all, I'm regular, but I guess sometimes there's the presentation when they see it in real life, as some folks will say, the product is well put together. They'll look at it like, oh no, he look like he's somebody, but
it's their energy though. You know what I'm saying? It's all energy. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, somebody that might have seen you at your lowest, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's funny. I laugh at a lot of stuff. Some people be getting mad and shit, but it's just like, because a lot of stuff is it's irrelevant, bro. I think people put too much focus on shit like that, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Like if I see somebody come from nothing, they doing good, hey, I'm gonna salute you, yo, because I know how hard it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know how, especially if I know. Just that quick, you can block your own blessing by just that little small piece of negative thought. That little thing, that little quick thought of saying, who this nigga think he is? Boom, next thing you know, your blessing going out the window. And I can't afford to put myself in a position like this. So nah. Yeah, and speaking of God and spirituality and energy, all that to me is tied in because it's like, that negativity sometimes, it's not even that serious, bro. It's like I think it's right here a lot of times, man.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I use myself as an example anytime. I see people will be like, man, you acting funny or you acting different. I'm like, man, how am I really acting different though? If I'm moving a different certain type of way, it's for a reason.
Right.
When I see you, I'm still gonna shake your hand, still gonna speak to you. See that to me, that's. But if I'm moving a certain type of way, and somebody looking at you, judging you, or looking at you like, it's like, you got to move how you move. I got to move how I move. But that's that comparison. Look, let's say I like luxury cars, right?
Right.
And I like all type of cars. But I just say, for example, and you like fast cars, and I say, why he go get that Lamborghini for? We don't got that type of money. Let's say we did, and I'm like, my nigga, you got a Bentley over here though. You know what I mean? You got to move with that Bentley time. This nigga got to move with that Lamborghini. You know what I mean? It's like, I look at shit like that, bro. I just think people try to. A comedian was talking about this one time. He was like, what is it with us, bro? Like black people, we always got to be the best, bro. Like at everything. Like honestly, I got to rap better than everybody. I got to make beats better than everybody. I got to play basketball. It's like, yo, I'm going to let you play basketball better than me, my nigga. Because like right now, you make beats.
I believe that mentality came from. I believe that mentality came from plantation.
We know what it is, bro. It's slavery, man. Like
that came from the plantation. And to some people, they still on the plantation.
Because look, I got to be the HNIC. You know what that is, the head nigga in charge. Right. That's how I feel like a lot of people like that. So when I see that energy, sometimes I just, you got that, bro. You know what I mean? You got that. I'm over here doing what I'm doing, y'all. Hey, you know what I mean? Because it's like it ain't even that serious, bro. It ain't even that deep. That's
why I try to link with people and it's crazy. Like, at one point in time, I offered a lot of stuff for free. Like I just was like, yo, I'm sending beats to whoever want beats. Ain't no price and then no. Like, but at the end of the day too, I fell back from doing that because at the end of the day, I'm on the lose now myself. Like so when I see people selling beats, they be like, yo, all right, I got beats today going for $10, $20. Like I remember doing that. You know what I'm saying? I remember losing out on a lot of money too because nowadays
they just
I like to work. I like to work less hard. So I give you an example. I gave you the example of streaming. I'm gonna give you an example. So I say nowadays if I can make 50 beats, right, and I lease all those beats for 100 because I ain't really sold no beats exclusively. I did twice. Niggas can afford it, so I don't really try to do too much. But I just say, hey, I do leasing, and then we can split royalties, however, whatever. But so I say I make 50 beats, and instead of me saying, hey, yo, I'm letting all these 50 beats go for $5, and say I sell all 50 beats $5 or whatever, and now I gotta make 50 more beats today also. So what I do is I make 50 beats, and I say, hey, they're all going for $100 a piece. Now I may sell 2 or 3, so that's $300 right there. And I make more.
You get way more.
I make more. Yeah. But see, people think okay. The thing is to make the little quick hits. That don't add up to me. Because now I'm not completely sold myself out of my whole catalog. Now I still got 45 more beats I can sell for 100 if I want to. So I ain't got to work right now.
It's like okay. Let's say niggas selling weed, right? We ain't endorse nothing illegal, but we say it's the same mentality.
Right.
If you selling $5 bags all day, you ain't never gonna get nowhere.
You ain't making no money.
That's your gas money, your food, and you done blew that as soon as you got it. But motherfuckers selling bricks and shit,
right.
You know what I mean? They the ones that's really gonna be, and then nigga be like, damn, how the fuck he got that car right there? How he got that?
And look,
because like,
it ain't like they gotta sell bricks every day. They'll do it here, and they out for a little while.
And look at Nipsey. Remember Nipsey did that mixtape for $100?
$100 mixtape.
And people was calling him crazy, but he said he sold like what 10,000.
He sold 1,000. He sold 1,000 and made $100,000 off.
Yeah, he sold 1,000 and made $100,000. Like, see what I mean? Now think about if he would have sold all of them for $10 each. He would have had 10 grand. You know what I mean? So,
That's it.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's different from giving something away that you didn't work for. But making 50 beats, my nigga, I done tried to make 1 beat before, bro. That just ain't my. I ain't gonna hate him, bro. It just ain't for me, bro. I'm sitting there like that's what's going on. Like,
I'm gonna give you another piece of that. So to producers that I do have on my page, I try to tell producers like, dog, like don't put your whole catalog on making sample beats, because at the end of the day, if you don't clear them and the person who rapping on them, you can't do nothing with them. This is why I don't.
And
if I make anything with a sample to it, I don't even sell it. Like a lot of times, freestyle.
Is it something you like? You just like to hear it.
Yeah.
Something you like to hear or something. Yeah.
So any beat that I put out is original beats. Now I will say this: I do have like a lot of websites I can go to and I may purchase like loop packs and something like that. But even still in those loop packs, I like to chop those up and make my own stuff because they're already royalty free, so they won't pop up on no copyright infringement. So, but nowadays, if you tell a producer that, or if you see them, they make it seem like, oh, dog, you trying to kill my buzz or whatever. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm trying to protect you because at the end of the day, say you do get a person to rap on that beat, right? And that beat goes viral, and you make 100 million views or whatever. Y'all ain't gonna make no money off that song. I'm just gonna hit you so hard. Trying to save you the trouble.
Hey, bro, and we always talk about the local scene and all that stuff, but I be telling people it's deeper than. To me, it's the idea of stuff, or it's the principle. Because I'm gonna go back to something we was talking about earlier, but first I'm gonna say when we speaking on this, look at that song that Robin Thicke, who was a Robin Thicke, Pharrell, and T.I. had, and they major players, they millionaires. That Blurred Lines, remember?
Yep.
And Rob. And who was it? Marvin Gaye family.
Yep.
Hit them for millions. So it's like y'all did that song for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, and these are people that's major. Yep. But look, let me go back to something I meant to bring this up earlier, and that's the only downside to I told you I don't really plan.
Right.
Like some people have a set. I like being natural when we speaking. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a set. Like I'm asking this. I just like to let the person on, it's kind of like an interview. Person I'm talking to, let you take the direction of how, because you represent yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. But when you was talking about earlier about streams, right? I seen people online laughing at Meek Mill, and I'm like, because they said he only had like, what was it? It didn't even go. It didn't even.
I don't even think he went over 6,000. I want to say it was like 6K or something like that.
But it's the thing. If it's that bad for somebody like him, bro, how bad you think it is for like, you know what I'm saying? How bad you think it is for? And see, if you're talking units, they're talking about streams. Because his streams probably could be popular, But I mean, as far as the units, so they laughing at him. But I'm like, if you're an independent artist or local or underground artist, your chances looking real bad. If Meek Mill,
I think what made Meek look bad in that situation is because he do too much talking. Like he make it seem, and he constantly will say how he a big dog. He a big dog in the game. He up there with Drake. No, you're not, dog. Like you gotta at some point in your life, you gotta have some real folks around you to know how to tell you, like, dog, you ain't that. You may have one up there, but you
1 point.
You need to have a nigga in your circle to be like, dog, you did fall off a little bit. But we gonna get you back there. We gonna get you back home. But right now, just chill out with all that extra stuff. And see, when you don't have nobody in your crew that can tell you nothing real like that without you getting offended or
because all they doing, a lot of them is chasing that dream thing. They gonna hang around him and just let me smoke this, let me drink this, let me.
They're gonna drain him dry, man, and he not gone. And he gonna just basically just go down and down. Like I look at him like Meek to me is a sad case because I want the biggest Meek fan, but he has some alright joints for me. Like I'm not that deep into his rap like a lot of folks is, but he wasn't a bad rapper to me. Like he was somebody I could play. Somebody I did. When they dropped the project, I was looking for a new project. Let's see what we talking about. But after a while, he just the delusion of thinking that delusion of thinking that you was on the level with Drake and Cole and nah.
And it's like you keep talking about the same shit in a way because all of them in a way they more different. They got more shit for and then diverse audience.
Even now with him going to the prison reform stuff, which that's nothing wrong with that, but like how academics been getting at him, he was like, dog, it don't really make sense for you to be this one way, but in your raps, you still saying how you gonna shoot niggas like.
And who kind of started all that? The Christian rapper, you saw that, right?
Oh yeah,
when they went in.
Yeah, he kept it. That's real talk,
bro. That brother right there, he tell a lot of truth. Because
that's like one of them things I hate about our culture is we can sit here and know that something is morally right or morally wrong, and we will still ignore it because we want to quote unquote be real. Y'all know that situation there.
Right. They want to be cool, you know.
That's like saying right now, if a white person right now made country music, well, let's just say he rapped. If a white person rapped and he talked about killing and all this other kind of stuff, but then you see him marching with some, stop the violence stuff. Us black folks, we eat him alive. How you doing this? You doing that? But like when we do it to our own people, it's like you wrong if you try to self-correct your own people. Like I don't understand that. Like but it's programmed to not want to see each other do good, so it don't even really, it's one of those things. So I don't know, but like Meek, man, I wish Meek would just get on Twitter. I wish he just focused on actually just making music, stop talking, stop tweeting, or whatever the case may be. Just focus on rap, independent now. So that money come to you. That $6,000 different than 6,000 coming from a major label. So.
Yeah. Oh, he got more money than us. I'm pretty sure everybody.
That's why I say to the
I was talking about more as the fans, how ignorant people are. They will laugh at something like that. When people don't understand the game, man. They don't understand. They can't even sell 5 units or 10 units.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like for real, like they can't even sell units.
It's one of those things where people who ain't really into music and streaming don't understand that when you're independent, it is no matter if that money comes to you. The only thing I would say is this though: if it depends on, for me, the flop depends on, to me, how much you spent versus how much you get back. If you made what you spent back and then some, you didn't flop.
When people do stocks and now they got crypto and all that shit, they always look at the return. That's what people look. That's the bottom line. Like how much did I profit? It's a loss and a profit. That's really the end of the day.
And then that's what it is.
The profit, at the end of the day, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, man, we can segue if you want to into the. You want to talk about the clothing or
I mean, clothing is cool. I wish I was more consistent with that. Like I have my spur of the moments when I want to get out there and really promote something, but it's like wearing so many different hats and doing so many different things. It's like I'm trying to get better at making time for everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will say whenever I do post, merch or whatever, I do get sales. It's kind of like people kind of wait for me to post it instead of just the website is always there. People can always go to it. Like it's always literally there. I get whatever alerts come in and I purchase them. I process orders and they go out. But it's like for some reason when they wait for me to actually post it, and it's like okay, then I get folks in my inbox. But the thing about that too is I just wish folks in my inbox would just go to the site. Put your order in like you would do any other place you would order online. But see, it's always us that want special treatment. Like, if I have it online to where you can buy it, and I even a lot of times put promo codes. Like, hey, use this promo code, you get 15% off. I always got promo codes right. People don't bother to really look at that kind of stuff. If you look at a lot of my, I do this thing for my YouTube that if a person watched my YouTube channel, they would know that it's the promo code YouTube. Put in. That's how I know who comes from where. But then I get people saying, "Hey, well, if can I pick it up or can I'm like, nah. I mean, I used to the pickup thing. It don't work with my schedule no more. At the end of the day, I know Walmart got pickup nowadays. That's different. They got a whole department.
Because they know you, they want you to treat it more like back in the day, you got your own shop,
right? Can you bring it to the job? I'm like, yo, dog. Like everything is literally set up, so I don't have to communicate with them at all, unless you get your package in and it ain't the size you want, or there's something wrong with it. Then you can reach out to me. But everything else is already there, so you don't even have to say anything. Like honestly, I look at people clothing around here though. I see a lot of people doing so. I like it because I like it. The main reason why I like that everybody's doing some kind of merch or clothing line or whatever is because I wish more people make clothing line, but I wish more people support those who do have them already. And I wish it takes money from. I wish. And I hate to say because I don't like. I never like to say I want to see money taken from somebody. But I wish people start spending their money on Chanel and Dior and all people that don't care about our community.
Bro, I'll go ahead and say it, man. I feel like outside our community, because look at this, bro. Most other communities, they put their money right back into their community.
They do.
You look at the Asians, and we can just be real about it. You look at a lot of white people, Indians,
right.
From India. They buy stuff, they support their own. A lot of times, like you said, they'll come to you. Let me get a discount. Let me get half off this shirt. Let me get half off these pants. But when they get their income tax check and go in that Louis and Gucci store, they're gonna borrow them, bro. I'm paying full price. I ain't look. How motherfuckers start talking that ignorant shit. Like, man, I don't need no discount, man. Look, I paid $3,000 for this. I paid, like bragging, but it's like, but this person right here, you might have grew up with this person. Why wouldn't you want to pay full price and support that person?
Exactly.
Because they do surveys and they do studies on all this stuff. We the top spender. You know that.
Yeah. Especially
when it comes to fashion and stuff like that. And most of that shit is going out of our community though.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? Like and man, it's deep, bro. Like, but yeah, man, like so do you find like with the clothing, is it like, okay, I know what music is a fan base, but with clothing, it's kind of like you got people that's really in fashion. Do you feel like it's more strangers? You know how you saying with music, sometimes you get more strangers supporting you. Do you feel like it's the same with the clothing thing? Like you get a lot of
with clothing. I would get a lot of. I be hearing like muffin. Is that me muffin? I think I heard myself banging around.
No. It's good on this end.
Okay. Like with clothes, I think I will say this though. I will say I do feel, and I hate to say it because I don't know for a fact, but sometimes I do see a lot of people that around here that do clothing. It do feel like that some people just do it for a quick lick. It don't seem like people really put thought into what they're doing. It don't seem like they really put thought into the quality or trying to get the best, whatever. It's just like they want to do it just to get it out there just to say they done it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of those things. I do see a lot of merch or clothing that be like, I mean that word. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of basic.
Yeah. And I don't even want to be mean when I say this, but it should be looking country as hell. They be looking country like, dog, come on, man, like especially with Suffolk, they already call us country. I mean, I'm proud of the country. It is what it is. But like we still can have some swag about ourselves.
We got a few brands. I feel like yours is one of them that I feel like it's different. You know what I'm saying? I see some, and me and you was talking about this. How like you think it's a popularity thing with that too. I think it's the same shit with a lot of.
I think all of it's popularity, like the music, videos,
because
all that shit is popularity.
We was talking about how I think it was on the video that I did for your what's the name of that thing you doing? You talking about like upcoming like people. No, that's the self-made itself. Yeah, it's a self-made show. But you want to explain that to people?
So I put a video out a while back about it. Self-made is a show similar to this in the sense of one-on-ones where I talk with people. This up and coming business entrepreneurs or like even artists, clothing designers, and anything you do this on the entrepreneur side of things. Like it was one of the things where I sit down with people and kind of pick their brain on how they started or what they expectations are, what they want to do with it. Just kind of giving a spotlight to people that we really don't normally see a lot. You see a lot of people. You see a lot of the same people on these platforms a lot of times. You don't really see people who if you dig up under the surface, you dig a little deep, there's more people than the typical 5, 6 people you always see. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where I wanted to at least try to give a platform to people who you may not see on the quote unquote
just
popular brains or that.
Bro, we was talking about, I think it's like, that's just how the world is. The popular, you know, we talking about gatekeepers, and you know, it is not just local, or you know what I mean. It's because remember you were talking about it. We talking about that situation at the was the Grammys or the Oscars when Jay-Z was talking about that Beyonce award.
Oh, the Grammys.
Crazy how she won all these awards, but she never won Album of the Year.
Right.
Just show you that man is a billionaire.
Right.
And if he complained about gatekeeping, then that's what I'm saying. You know, on a lower level, all of us at a lower level, because our income is at a lower level, than especially somebody like him. But if he's complaining about that, you know, on a base level, it's a lot of that shit going on. You know what I mean?
It is.
But I appreciate you putting me on a segment of that. You know what I mean? That was very interesting, man. You know,
I want to get you again because I want to actually do it a little different. And it might actually be in person. I'm working on my set right now. That's why you see this black wall right here. I'm working on something different. So I try to tell you to bear with me on this one.
About that a little later too, because it's a few like I don't mind doing this once I get especially when I get a program that I can do this where it ain't got to be directly on live,
right.
And you know, because you know we tried the other one, but I know for you, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the internet. You know, I live in the country, man. You know, I live in the woods, so
but
I don't know.
It's working out good. The way you drop that signals or
I was telling you this on my phone. Ain't that shit crazy? Yeah. But when I on a laptop or computer, that signal it keeps shot. And it only take 1 second for that shit to, you know, to cut off. Like so, but ain't it crazy on the phone? Like, you know, but going back to that, so we was talking about like you know, like you say, that popularity thing. And even with clothing, you know, I was telling you a friend of mine who also do clothing, and like you said, it ain't even always necessary to say the name or because it's the point that's being made of the story. So he was telling me how he went to this event, the clothing event, and the person that won was not even. And it's the same thing. It's like music, you know. A lot of times, the people will put on the pedestal is not even, you know what I mean. But they might be more popular. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just they come with that. Yeah. And I just feel like it's like a gatekeeper world, bro. It's like if you ain't part of the, you know what I mean? If you ain't part of that circle, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, you know. And so like with clothing, right? Like you said, okay, so everybody got their opinion of what's good. Like you said, some shit do look country. Or it might just look basic. You know what I'm saying? It might just look basic. It might just look, and you know, more like me, because I was giving you props on that hoodie you had. You know what I'm saying? I just like style and shit too. You know what I mean? Something that looks different. But like, my homeboy, he was talking about like, I don't know if you seen that brand Palidori. I think I was telling you about.
Yeah, you talking about it.
And people like Bow Wow done won that. I don't know if it was Future. There been some major rappers, and I guess they come from Virginia. I seen the shop. I think they got a shop in North. I was thinking about it one day. I said, I think I've been in there before. You know how you just be going through.
Yeah.
Random. I think I've been in there, but I don't know if I bought nothing from there. But like you said, for them to lose, and then you would think somebody like that, or like looking at your brand, or you know, shout out to a lot of brands. You know, it's a lot of brands that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? That I seen, but you know, it make you think. The same thing with music. It make you think. Now, is this person plugged in? Is it the judges, the people that judge that stuff? It's just like with rap. They can have a rap competition. Who got the best verse? And you know me, bro. I know you an MC too. You know what I mean? And you're an artist like with beats, and you know. But you know my approach. I always been like on that lyrical, like you know what I mean. And there been a lot of contests, bro. People come to me and say, "Man, what?" I said, "Bro, they ain't even put me in honorable mention, yo." So a lot of times I don't, you know, the older I get, see, I still used to entertain stuff like that when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even really rap no more, know it. But when people ask me to do stuff sometimes like that, it's like I don't trust the judges. You know what I'm saying? I look at this shit like it's already rigged. So you want me to jump into this when I know you're not even gonna pick me. You pick the person over here that you trying to put on the pedestal. But that's
why I said earlier, man. That's why I said earlier. I had started doing stuff.
I miss when people used to rap on tapes, bro. Because I tell you, this how old I am, bro. I remember the first time I heard Tupac, bro. The first time I heard Nas, Jay-Z, all them, Biggie, Wu. I never even knew how they looked.
Right.
But you know, now it's about the image, bro. Like a video, somebody said a video, who is that? He got chains on, he got gold teeth. You know, it's like, especially this generation, it's more like you look like you fit this part. You got the dreads. You know, the Florida dudes wear the crazy dreads. Like that's the now. I'm like, if you open up your mouth and start saying yakety yak, like, you know, like you trash to me. I just got an old school mind state like that. But my thing is, when I hear people rap back in the day, I remember even like you said, you didn't listen to like Big Daddy Kane and all them. I more went back and listened to them, Rakim and all. They was before my time too. I came in around the same time as you, like maybe a few years before. But with Snoop, like I said, Onyx, you know, Mobb Deep, CNN, you know what I mean?
And see, a lot of that stuff I went back to listen to, you know, as I got more into music, I went back to listen to a lot of that stuff. But
that's how I went back and listened to Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, KR, Rakim, Cool G Rap, you know what I mean? And I love them dudes because it's like I could listen to them with no visual, bro. It's like they painting a picture. When you hear them rap, it's like, whoa, like this shit hard, bro. You know what I mean? It just sound, you know what I mean? Even 3-6, bro, like they not no lyrical, you know what I mean? But their music just got that vibe. It's like Travis Scott. It's a vibe to it, you know what I mean? He ain't really gonna say nothing to, you know what I mean? Or you know, Future. It's certain artists, I feel like they just got a certain vibe. And it's like, if I'd never seen them before, I'd be like, yeah, they kind of dope to me in their own way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, like you say, how this world is set up, bro, I just feel like it's all about, it's political, bro. It's real political, man. It's like,
and that's just how the, you know, they even just
image or fit into some kind of like clique or some kind of, if you don't fit into that, people will look at you like, But like I tell people, bro, my style was always like this. When they put that beat on, bro, look, I was looking at a reaction earlier, right? And I know you know, we was talking about how you got introduced to rapping was through somebody dissing you.
Right.
So, you know, I know you heard that shit with Future and Kendrick. Oh, yeah. You know, everybody was talking about it.
That been brewing for a while then.
Yeah. You know, some people had mixed reviews. Some people like, man, that verse won't, blah, blah, blah. You know, but my whole point is this, though. I seen a lot of reaction videos, right? So I see some young people saying, yo, that's crazy. You know, of course, that's closer to that generation, Future.
Right.
That's the type of Metro Boomin. That's more. But I seen an older dude this morning where I was laughing. I shared it, right? So he never heard it before. And you know how, okay, they released the song, they released the album. They didn't put no features up there. Right. They weren't surprised. I think Ross was on one song. It seems like everybody don't like Drake. It seems like everybody don't like Drake. You know them dudes we talk about.
Pretty much though.
Ross was on one song. What's his name? Travis Scott was on one song, and Kendrick was on one song. But they didn't put them in the track listing. So when you first play the songs, you're not gonna know who up there. So think about somebody. This dude was older than me. I'm 40 now, so he looked like he probably about 45. You know, so when he played this song, he like, who is this? Future? And like, so when Kendrick came in, he thought that was Metro Boomin because he was looking at the picture. You know, Metro crazy. Right there just illustrates what I'm trying to say about. That's how much I love music, and I feel like clothing, everything should be represented like that. It should just be how it looked to you or how it sounds. It shouldn't be about no color. You know what I mean? People try to make this shit deeper than it is. They'll be like, well, that verse was all right, but such and such, such and such. You know?
Right.
And it's like I seen this before, right? It's times I don't have money. You know what I mean? If we could be somewhere, man, that broke ass nigga over there, nigga might have dirty shoes. That nigga smoke everybody in the booth though, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm this shit, bro. I'm like, I don't care who this nigga. This nigga nasty. Like, oh, y'all. But guess what? This person got this reputation. This person undid this. This person got, you know, he was a big D-boy or whatever. He, you know, this person got 5 watches on and 2 chains. but y'all trash though. You know what I'm saying? Like when it come to rap,
right?
You know, you might be cool, but come on, man. But see, it's just a different time nowadays, and now I feel like it's 100% about the politics. It ain't even about how good the music is. I feel like a lot no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I love a lot of albums. Well, another thing, let me say about the streaming era and everybody being able to record their own thing. Like put their own music out. You got a lot of people like Zelda. They pretty much don't care what people think. As far as like they don't make radio songs or club hits. They like, look, we just going in and look.
Honest, and they have, but even with them though, they started off with a direct to consumer process model. You know what I'm saying? Like they started with the merging because with the direct to consumer, what it is you building your fan base like a cult. You know, like not call it crazy cult, but like you building a solid foundation. And that's why I feel like a lot of artists around here don't get that. A lot of artists don't have like a solid foundation. They just got other rappers that click up with them and cool. But a lot of these rappers around here, when I see videos of a lot of the shows.
Yeah, but I understand that too. It's like you said, we all doing the same thing, blah blah. But I just feel like it's gatekeeping with all of that shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
because it's like. Right now, somebody hold a competition out here, right? Let's say in Virginia, in the whole state of Virginia. We never seen this nigga before. We never heard. Bro, I don't care if I never seen somebody in my life, bro. If I was a judge, they don't make me judges and stuff because I'm going to tell her how it is, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, too. That's the only way niggas will get better if they actually start telling the truth about what they actually doing.
Bro, because it's like,
you get better.
For this person, you know what I mean? Or this person sound more like what's on the radio. The young people love his style more. So that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of political shit. If you look, there's a lot of politics to that. My thing is, because I done heard some young niggas smoke some shit, bro. I done heard some young niggas. The style might not be like mine, but it's like, yo, this dude nice with it, though. And at the end of the day, it's opinionated, too.
Yeah.
So, everybody got their own opinion of this is how something should sound. This is how, So, but it's just, it's just how it is nowadays, bro. It's like you got people
I feel like if a person is gonna call themselves, a musician or something more than just a rapper, you have to also be different sounds, different different types of songs, different content. You can't just always sit here and talk about getting high or smoking or whatever, but then when somebody make a song that's like more motivational, it ain't that none of that. You want to call it whack, and that really give it a chance of a good listen.
Hey, bro, but it's like when Kanye came out. Did you see that Netflix thing he had when it was showing how he first came out? He was in the studio rapping. People like, man, put a beat on. They
carry him a couple times.
Fit that mold. They at Rockefeller at that time they wanted drug dealers, niggas rapping hardcore. But the thing is, you could hear the dude back then and knew the dude was nice. Even if he ain't talking about what you said about them, even if that ain't your lifestyle, this dude is nice though. But what he bringing is different. It's like, yo, this joint is dope. Like, but this world we in, bro, is just it's like
I thought about it. I'm actually like trying to work on a little project. And I was thinking to myself that I want to like get any features, like do a little fast feature with myself or what. I don't even know because I got some songs that I like. I want to get somebody to own them, but I listen to a lot of people around here rap. I be like, I would love to hear them on certain people on different sounds, but I don't even think they would try it for real. Because it would cause for you to rap about something different than what you're rapping about. If you're a real MC.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You did back in the day. It had like a Terminator type jump to it. You remember that?
Man, I don't dance so much.
The beat was like, but it was different though. But see, me, like you said, that just made me. I'm just the type of person. Okay, what can I do with this? And that's because it won't wax. See, to me, different. And I credit Lil Wayne with this, right? Everybody say, you know, Wayne used to say I'm a Martian, and like I'm weird. And to me, everything that's weird is not good.
True.
Make it seem this, you know, but at the same time, you know, people stepping out of their comfort zone and doing something different. Hey, that's art to me. That's art. It's like I took this risk to do this, and look how it turned out.
Right.
Look at the boy, Andre 3000. He just made a flute album. A lot of people was, you know, they was upset about that, but artistically, that's what he wanted to do, and it's not whack. Even somebody that's not into that you can't really listen to it and say, man, this shit garbage. Because the funny part is, you know, okay, he did something totally different, and it's not whack. Now, you can do the same thing that everybody else doing, and it can be whack. It can still be whack. Yep. You know what I mean? It can still be whack. So, you know, but whack is an objective thing too, though. Because look at Sexy Red in them. They sell millions.
And they started. Look, and it's crazy because it's so real when they say the more you listen to something, you eventually don't like it. Like, and it's like, well, for her, I can't even say I like the music, but she has this thing that I had with Cardi. Like, I just like the personality of them.
They don't give a fuck, man. It's like you get that. Yeah, they just ratchet it.
That personality, man. That shit is a little toxic. I like it.
You know, Glorilla, the girl with your.
She another one. I don't really care too much for her music, but like when I heard her talk and I see little interviews, I like it. Like personality wise, I like it. Your personality got to sell, man. That would think like anyway.
Especially with a lot of them young girls. What's the other girl? Coyle Ray. Yeah, a lot of them you can tell it's just how they are. They just seem like cool and they don't, you know, in their own way, man. But yeah, man. So
yeah.
So what else you got though, man?
I don't even know. I was just sitting here. I refreshed my Facebook. I seen some clips from the show last night.
You know, that's the city, bro.
Yeah,
that's how I tell people, man. Hey, I always love the city, dog. Like, I always love people that, you know what I mean. Southland, that's where we come from, man. You know what I mean.
I was seeing hard rock perform last night. Yeah.
You know, shout out to all the guys, man. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's something positive. You know what I mean? It's something positive. You know, for the city, and especially because back in the day, you know, a lot of neighborhoods didn't really, you know. And now all us older, man.
Yeah.
Like I know you. What you about? I don't know if you want to put your. You know, I'm 40, bro.
Oh,
so.
38, I don't care. Shit, I'm old. I call everything. Them bones get the popping, boy. That's it, man.
And everybody got a love for you know, music, and you know what I mean. Yeah. It's a big music community. They always have been, man. Suffolk, man. You know what I mean. Shout out to the Lumberjacks. You remember them?
Yep.
Yeah, that's old school, man. Then you got, man. That's what I say, man. It's just like the thing with the internet. I hope with people that do research and stuff, that it shed light on all of that stuff. People like Joe Mafia. Right. You remember they was with there was Crime Syndicate. They changed their name to Wu Syndicate. Yeah. I don't know, man. They had a gold album. You know, people don't even know that. So back in the 90s, they had a gold is 500,000 copies. So somebody was listening to them worldwide. You know what I mean? Like, so, but that's why I say, man. You know, it's just the culture, you know, the culture of rap music, you know what I mean, and like Suffolk always been a place with a lot of talent, bro. You know what I
mean? I still want to put something together for the area. Like I want to do a compilation,
or like
but it just like what people around here do, man. It's people funny actors, you know, especially when they don't know a person or they think they know a person, you know, old past stuff. I don't know, but I might put some groundwork down to it. I don't don't know. There's a lot of producers in this city. I would say I know about it in the East. I don't know them personally, but I see their names on certain stuff, and I see Facebook posts and stuff. But
that's why I said, bro, I respect, people trying to unify. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, me, man, I just think it's more like I always have, but the older I get, especially, it's just the art form for me, bro. I just love the art form, man. Like all the pop, and you know what I mean? Because I know the thing me and you probably most share in common is just our demeanor too. You just lay back. And some people is more built for that stage life, and they want the popularity, and I don't care about none of that shit, bro. Bro, I did a show one day, and this will sound crazy. I used to drink a lot, so sometimes I think with that drinking shit, bro, it's like you kind of tap into something that's, just like people that smoke. The Native Americans used to smoke. I know you probably seen, like, you ever seen videos or movies about, just start seeing shit.
Yeah.
I don't to unlock something that's deep, like, you know what I mean? I did a show, bro, years ago. I haven't even done a lot of shows with it because I'm just not that type of person, man.
Me neither.
I'm doing songs and writing verses, you know what I mean? But for me to stand on stage, bro, and look at people, and it's like, I want to have Jay-Z and Tupac and all them felt, because it's like, you want people to look at you kind of like something more than you are. Because that's what it is. Think about celebrity. You on stage and there's million people screaming your name. You ever seen that concert DMX did in Woodstock?
Oh yeah, that day. God.
Biggest concert. But is that many people looking up to you like you? Which I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, but I think that can fuck your mind up, though, bro. People deep.
But see, even still,
I'm rapping this shit. I'm thinking like, I'm just.
But I think I feel like even still with him out there, there was so many people that you couldn't even see how many people it was.
Yeah, but that many people just going crazy, and what they gonna do to your ego though? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel like, man, can't nobody tell me shit, man. But see, we all face these things. A lot of men, I know women got a lot of, everybody got pride, but I think the thing with a man, though, bro, it's just like, I know that shit can feed us to the point, like, we just feel like, man,
yeah,
untouchable, I'm invincible.
Yeah.
But it's more like especially as I get older, man, that ego shit is like, it's just in the way to me, bro. I just try to show everybody respect, man. Like, I do troll sometimes, right? Especially online. And it do upset people, but this is the thing about it to me, right? People would defend celebrities more than they would defend somebody they know. Like, somebody could know you, Sean. They could hear somebody talking shit about you. Even if they don't agree with it, they might not even say nothing. They might be like, yeah, well, that's how you feel about him. They might not even tell you. But you say something about J. Cole or Nas or a motherfucker they don't even know. Man, you can't. So, when it comes to fame and fortune and all this shit, people don't even think that deep into it, man. I really be looking at shit like that. Like, that shit, it's not real, yo. It's not real. You know what I mean?
That's why.
So that's why
that stuff, man. I try to keep myself grounded around folks that can tell me the truth, or if I can't, I say to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's cool because some people they like putting that show on. Some people want to receive that type of love. They feel like, damn, everybody showing me love. Everybody feel where I'm coming from. But I'm more the type of person, man, if I put an album up or song out and somebody feel where you coming from in that way, that's why I say it's so much politics to music and everything else in the world. They'll say, you good rapping, but your stage presence ain't, It's like battle rap. You know how they got stage presence? They break it down the most in battle rap. They say, delivery, this person's stage presence. I'm like, well, this person is good at this. This person good at that. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
But it's you like you about to zone in though, bro.
I'm there. I was just speaking to my battery, my 14. I ain't even know I just have to look at it.
But look, bro, however you want to you ready to end it off, bro? Because I'm about to go eat too, bro.
Oh yeah, I think we good. I think we crossed everything this time.
We wrapped it up a little more neatly, huh? Because last time we was.
Oh yeah, we were going last time. Yeah. But I ain't got nothing else, man. I hear everything I really want to say. Like I said, my one of my main things now is trying to convert to that, like I said, that direct consumer, man. Trying to get people to understand that more and try to make them some money. You know, so try to help them. In the process, at least build their own fan base. I guess I don't have all the answers. I can't even let you know if an actual 100% chance worked, but it's some good information to it. So if you take what the information and you figure out your own plan with it, and put it in a way that it correlates to what you got going on, you know, to artists what they got going on, it's possible that it could work out for you. So I want to see people actually making money off of what we've been doing this for so long, man. Like you may not can quit your day job, but at least there's some nice passive income coming in.
Yeah, and if it's something you like doing, then you might as well get a little change off of it, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Something you really love doing it, but you know. But bro, so you said Bandcamp, that's the move to make.
Bandcamp right now is the move to make. I would tell people also, like say for example, you got your Hard Talk, right? It's this thing. It's this website called Buy Me a Coffee. You probably could, well, not probably, but I know you could.
Buy Me a Coffee.
It's called Buy Me a Coffee. It's like it's like kind of a direct consumer based type site that kind of helps you put whatever content you want on it, and people. It's kind of like a Patreon without being Patreon. Patreon, you gotta at least you gotta make up at least about $100 before you get your money. Versus Buy Me a Coffee, you get your money as soon as somebody give it to you. Yeah. So I'm gonna put out some more information about that one though, because even with that one, I still got a Vimeo account that was earlier. Because they don't, at this very moment, they don't let you upload video to it, but you can do the embedded code, so you can put videos somewhere else. But if you're doing your videos to YouTube, you can always take your embedded code and make a post on Buy Me a Coffee and post it there. And then if people want to support you, instead of you having whatever the requirements to get monetized to YouTube, you can start making money through this other website from your YouTube channel. So, I give you more about that. They have to try to set it up. That was something interesting, and try to get you to break down on that. But that's the goal. Like, I just want to try to help people that I know that's really trying to do something for real, try to make some money from they craft or what they ventures.
Okay.
So
tell everybody where to reach you at and stuff.
They can reach me here Instagram at ShawnFromNVY, all one word, ShawnFromNVY. I'm probably more on here. And it's really Shawn from Envy on all platforms, whether that's Instagram, TikTok's all the same. Actually, YouTube's the same as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I try to keep all the same.
Hey, well, it's good talk, bro. You know what I mean? Good talk, man.
No doubt. Yeah, that's good. We'll do something else again soon, too.
Yeah, let me know, bro. Because like I said, I might have some other stuff, might have some other stuff coming too, so.
Gotcha. Bet.
Go and enjoy yourself, man.
All right, you do the same, dog.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace.
All right.